Boys, that was bad. The Seattle Seahawks may have just lost one of the most depressing games of the season. When we lost to the 49ers, that was bad. But the 49ers are a good team. We just the score was close, but it just watching it, it seemed like we just got dogged on by the Raiders. They put up 40 points. We put up 34. Our D line wasn't looking great for the majority. They weren't consistently doing well. They had a few good plays, but this game just was all over the place and an incredibly disappointing and sad conclusion. Um, let's just get right into it. So, the Raiders beat the Seattle Seahawks 40-34, and my God, this game was just absolutely abysmal in most of the facets of the game. First off, our run game, absolutely atrocious. Kenneth Walker, 14 carries for 26 yards. He got 2 touchdowns, but 1.9 a carry. We didn't really have any running threat. The run game was not going well, except for Geno Smith getting one 18-yard run. We had like 2 big runs, and other than that, we had nothing when it came to the run game. Geno Smith did all right. He had a dumb interception, just a bad pass. He had a really bad pass in the back of the end zone, 2 in a row actually, in the red zone early on in the game. 2 really bad passes. One of them almost got intercepted, but he wasn't inbounds, I don't think, or he didn't keep control. Just overall, you know, eh, offensively, Gino did all right. He had a couple bad plays. He had a couple mistakes. The interception, of course, the fumble on what was supposed to be a read option, which he kept and was going to be able to go for a lot of yards because there was a big opening. He probably would have gotten some yards, but, uh, you know, offense overall didn't look great. We allowed 3 sacks, 2 of which I believe came like late in important moments of the game. And also Max Crosby completely just dominated. What is that? I think it was Abraham Lucas on the right side when Geno Smith had to throw it away on third down in the overtime. But then, my God, Josh Jacobs decided he wanted to run 86 yards. This man had 229 yards, 2 touchdowns. Our D line has not done great the last 2 games. When it comes to getting pressure on the quarterback, abysmal. When it comes to stopping the run, dog water. We have not done well defensively when it just came to almost anything. One thing that disappointed me this game about the defense more than just our pass rush not getting there consistently, other than Poona Ford. Poona Ford was about the only guy that could get pressure on Derek Carr. But other than that, the run game sucked. But we didn't really get to see any of Trey Brown. Trey Brown almost made the most spectacular play. The muffed punt with like 30 seconds left. Trey Brown almost got there, but he slipped and he couldn't get the ball. Uh, you know, it, so unfortunate. But we didn't get to see Trey Brown. One, because, it was a close game basically the whole way through. Mike Jackson was making some good plays. But Mike Jackson had a hard matchup. He had a terrible matchup this game. He was going against Devontae Adams in the vast majority of the plays. So, putting Trey Brown there against someone of Devontae Adams' size, skill, and all that, it's probably not going to turn out any much better than Mike Jackson being on him. But just overall, the defense didn't look great, except for Quandre Diggs. Quandre Diggs had a pretty good game. He had some big tackles. He did have a couple missed tackles that I saw that led to first downs, but he had 2 interceptions. Quandale Dingle, Quandarius Dingling. Quandre Diggs did pretty well. 2 interceptions. He had a huge interception, first play of the game, and then we went down and scored a touchdown. But then after that, it was like a horrible, horrible showing from us for the rest of that first half, basically. But close to the half we did good. But overall, just a completely disappointing game. And we're starting to really see a pattern, when the offensive line doesn't do well, or the defensive line doesn't do well, we don't do well. It's kind of going back to what we were dealing with for the past few years as, the Seahawks defense just wouldn't get pressure. So they would consistently get short passes. They would consistently get to, they'll get to third down. We'll get them to third down, but they'll convert it because we're not getting any pressure. So, the quarterback's just standing there for 30 minutes. It's not too easy to cover a guy for more than however many seconds it normally takes. Like I assume when there's no pressure gotten to the quarterback, once it comes to that scramble drill and everyone's just running around, it's probably impossible to be a corner in those situations. So You can't really blame the corners when there's no pressure making the quarterback make a decision. The quarterback has all the time in the world to do whatever he wants. But to take a look at the team stats, time of possession, we lost time of possession, of course. They had 200 more yards than us, same amount of turnovers. But where is it? Third down efficiency. This has been the killer for us these last two games that we've played. We went 3-9, which I think is better than last week. Or not last week, but last game. They went 8 for 14. So when it came to third down, they kind of just got to third down. It was like 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2. So it was easy for them. But overall, I think it comes down to pressure. I think it comes down to getting sacks because the Seattle Seahawks, when we get sacks, it works out. Like last week against the Buccaneers, we did not get a lot of sacks. I'm not exactly sure how many, but we didn't do very well when it came to getting pressure on the quarterback against Tom Brady. I don't think we got a single sack. We got 0 sacks last week against Tom Brady. But when it came to the games that we did well in, we were getting so much pressure. Like against the Cardinals, we were doing great. Against the Giants, we were doing good. We had 5 sacks on Kyler Murray, and Kyler Murray can run. I mean, he can get away from sacks, and we still sacked him 5 times. The Giants, we got sacks. What was that the game? No, we had 5 sacks again. Like when we get sacks, our defense does great, and our team just ends up doing great because our defense is getting off the field, getting the offense the ball back, and the offense can keep some momentum going. But recently, we have not been doing fantastic. I would like to see some offense. It looks sloppy, the offense overall. Even though we did do good, we scored 34 points. It didn't feel like it. It felt like we kept on getting lucky on our offense. Travis Homer had some big plays. Good for Travis Homer. I like Travis Homer. He's really proving himself as a good backup running back. But, I mean, I really just don't know how to explain it. We got points and we got yards and we did pretty decent when it came to the stats offensively, when it came to passing. But just as an offense, it didn't seem like we could get anything going, even though we scored so many points. But yeah, defensively, huge issue is the defensive line. Poona Ford was making some plays. Shelby Harris made a play late in the game. But when it came down to getting pressure on the quarterback, we barely got any. There were so many times where you just see Derek Carr standing in the pocket, no pressure getting to him. And it's the third down, important play, and he's just sitting there. He can make any decision he wants in the world because no one's even getting close to getting to him. So I think that's the number one thing that hopefully we can fix. I don't know how you're supposed to fix, getting pressure on the quarterback other than just it happening because I'm not a coach. But if that is something that we can get back to doing well, getting 3 to 5 sacks a game, or at least getting pressure to make the quarterback make a decision in which they might make a mistake, then I believe we can start winning some games. But with how our defense looked, I don't have much faith in us, for these last week, I kind of blamed the abysmal pass rush on the field and not being able to make, quick movements to try and get past. But it seems like we just forgot how to rush the passer. That is something that I think we'll have to figure out over these coming weeks. Who do we play in these next few weeks? We play the Rams, who are garbage right now. We play the Panthers, who are garbage. We play the 49ers. We'll probably get mollywopped. We play the Chiefs. We'll probably get mollywopped. We play the Jets. I don't know about that one. And then we play the Rams again. Best case scenario, we win all of the games, obviously. But realistically, I think we go maybe 4-2 if we're looking on the, good side of it. 10-7 ending the season. Is that enough to make the playoffs? Who knows? But we do need to pick it up. We looked so good over that 4-game winning streak. We looked incredible when it came to getting pressure on the quarterback and all that. But what happened? What happened to us? I think we're out of the playoff race now. Well, not out of the race, but we're out of the top 7 now because the Commanders won and we lost. So unless the 49ers start losing, which I don't think is going to happen, we got to start winning some games if we want to make the playoffs. But overall, that's going to be it for this one. Not a very fun game to watch, but hopefully we can pick it up next week. And hopefully I will actually make videos because I have been incredibly just, taking a week off of having your heart pounding, watching Seahawks play football is nice. But man, it's boring not having the Seahawks to watch or pay attention to. So I'm going to try and figure out some things and start posting some videos. But overall, that's going to do it for this video. Let me know down below in the comments what you thought about the game. I mean, it wasn't fun, clearly, but hopefully next week will go a little bit better for us. It's an easier matchup somehow. But that's going to do it for this video. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new. With that, I'd like to thank you for watching. Have a great day.